Hello, hey you guys, I am Melissa Miller and I am going live here as a brand ambassador for Essential Stencil. I'm going to angle you down just a little bit so you can see what I'm working on here. I think you can see my table okay there. Back it up maybe a little bit. So this is one of the sets, one of the new sets, and I think they are beautiful. These are 8x8 tiles and you're going to get this set of 4. So you're going to get in this set, you're going to get the cross, which I absolutely love. You're going to get the lamb with the roses. You're also going to get this cute little chick. Look at how cute that little guy is. So it is a great set of 4. I think tonight I'm going to use the bunny. Hi, Edna. I know the transfers are pretty great. So I think I'm going to prep this surface tonight. You're going to see me. I am going to put some gloves on. Not because I'm using any stain, but because I'm going to use a wipe. And I'm going to use some paint to prep this surface. So I'm going to use this purple as the background, and it's a violet. I'm going to just go ahead and put some paint right out here on my surface, and I'm going to just prep this surface like this. And we're going to see what kind of background I can do on here. So let's go ahead and dry this. I'm going to just use this quiet heat dryer. And I want this to cool. If you're using a dryer or anything like that, you want your board to cool before you stencil on it. It can just sometimes turn your paint a little bit runny. So you can see there, that's those streaks in there are actually the wood grain, not the paint necessarily. So it looks a little bit lighter up in there, but I think that that's still just the wood grain. Okay. And I'm gonna put it right here in the, not quite in the center. I'm gonna offset it just a little bit. And I'm gonna just pick up some paint in here, and then I'm gonna offload. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so cute. We're gonna leave the buddy. Look at how pretty that is. So there it is. That is so cute. So let's put, so I think I'm gonna add the words, this little right here above it, spring is coming. And I'm just gonna go right over this. I'm just using some painter's tape to hold it down. And you can see I've just got the background color and then my nice white. The bunny is the only thing that I kind of left a little bit not so solid. These I'm gonna make nice and solid with my paint. Okay, so we'll pull that up. And there we go. And anything that you wanted to do after you get this done, you could absolutely go ahead and detail with a detail brush. You could add all kinds of, it's not chalk paint, it's just white apple barrel, but it's matte. So this is what I've got right here. It's a matte paint. And I know that's backwards, but it is matte. But that is so, just so simple. So simple. Tie some ribbon on it, add a bow here, add a little bit of, you know, texture with a bow and some color maybe that coordinates, and that's what I'm gonna do. But now I also have this, like I've got the back side that I can do something for another season on. So I'm gonna set this off to the side right now because we're also gonna make a cross tonight. I found out today, you guys know that sometimes I use my stencils for things that are very much like a bereavement gift. And one of my friends told me that her sister-in-law passed away, and I think that I'm gonna make a cross for them. So I'd like to bring you guys along sometimes. It was not planned, but I started setting my stuff out tonight, and I thought I could do that for her and her husband, because it was I don't think it was something that they quite, it was expected, but maybe not so soon. So when she told me that, I started putting my projects together tonight, and I ended up just grabbing a cross. Now, if we get done with the cross, I'm gonna go back to that tag because I have something else that we can do on there as well. So I've got one of our crosses, and this one is just a nice pine cross, and it's natural wood. And I think this is a transfer, and these are always great to use. I really like this one, so I'm going to pull this one out and I'm going to take a look at it. I like to cut them apart so I can place them and see where they're going to fit. I really just kind of like this in the middle. And then I thought maybe I could put the words wild and free down below. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I was looking at this earlier, and I think instead of trying to put the boot on there, it's not going to quite fit. I think that's just going to be too much. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just use this nice little floral spray, and it's going to go right on here, and it'll kind of wrap around a little bit. I'm just going to try to center it. These are just like peel and stick. And so I've got my little ruler here. You guys have been seeing me use my scissors. I've got to find my tool. It was in here and I don't know where it's at. I've misplaced my my transfer tool. You're going to want a transfer tool, not scissors, not your ruler. You're going to want to get a transfer tool for these hand painted transfers, I think. And let it just go right around the cross, and let it be part of the rest of the design. And you can, that's the beauty of these as well, is that they will kind of go on different surfaces that you're not sometimes able to stencil on very easily. Okay, so we've got that. Look at how pretty that is, just on the natural wood. And then, so now I'm gonna just put the wild and free on here, and it's gonna also kind of go off of the stencil a little bit, but I'm gonna just make it fit the best I can. And this is antique copper. I love this paint. Okay. That is soft and pretty. Look at that. Wild and free. So that is 2 projects tonight, you guys. That did not take very long, and they were both so simple, really. Like, so now we'll add a bow to this, and then I think on the back side of this tag, I think I'm going to use maybe the little rooster or the chicken pattern. I think I'm going to put a pattern on the back side. I'm not sure. We'll see. I might do something different next week on the back of it too. But I also do have the back of the cross if I wanted to add something to the back. But look at how pretty those are. So thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Come back next Tuesday and we'll make something again. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Bye.